Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey my pretties, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to actually be my 8th month check-in. And I know I already posted an 8-month check-in, but some way that video just disappeared from my my line of videos from my YouTube. But I'm not sure what happened, you guys. Like, I'm like just totally mind blown about what happened to the video. I'm not even sure if YouTube delete videos like that. I really don't know what happened to the video. And then I know I'm bad about going to bed, like getting into bed at night, working on stuff, and like just falling asleep with my hand on the phone or laying all over the phone. Like I literally work nonstop. And so I'm not sure if I laid on the phone and like mashed a couple of buttons, deleted the video. I'm not sure, you guys. All I know is the video is not up there. However, we're not going to spend all day on that. I'm ready for this to give you guys the new 8-month check-in video. So as you guys can tell in all of my other videos, my energy level is extremely high for some reason. I don't know if it's just because it's Aries season, that fire is like burning, and it's like no matter how much I try to calm myself down, it's like I'm just really like my energy level is like extremely high right now. But I'm gonna try to keep it calm for you guys, because I know some people, they really don't like that, but it is what it is. Y'all, I'm feeling my little librarian school teacher bun today. I really didn't want to do too much today. Today's Sunday. It's a pretty relaxed day. I try to chill on Sundays, reset, you know, kind of ground myself or whatever. But like I said, today we're going to be talking about my 8-month check-in. First of all, I started the last video with a doctor's appointment. I went for my 8-month checkup with my doctor. When I got there, I was kind of nervous. I had been really like beating myself up, putting myself through so much stress, because I kind of felt like I hadn't done as good as I could have or should have. And I kind of felt like my doctor or the nurse practitioner that I was seeing that day wasn't going to be pleased with my progress and how much weight I had lost coming back to my appointment. So I was under like a whole bunch of stress, and I just really felt bad. Like I had so much anxiety leading up to that appointment, it was just ridiculous. And when I got there, you know, they call you back, they weigh you in, they weighed me in, and I was actually like 2 pounds heavier on, no, I think it was like maybe 1.5 pounds heavier on their scale than mine. And so then that made me feel some type of way. And I was like, I just weighed myself at home, and I know how much I weighed, you know, 261. So when I got to the back and they put the information in the computer, the nurse told me, she was like, you actually are doing really well. She was like, you have lost so much weight. And I started to feel better then. Just getting that confirmation, I started to feel better about it. But what really made me feel better is when when the nurse practitioner came in, because I didn't see my surgeon on the 8-month visit. I actually saw the nurse practitioner, which was I had seen her before several times before. I think like twice before, not several, but twice before I had seen her. So I saw her. She came in. They evaluated me. They looked at my scars. They checked my progress. She said she was very happy with me. They do ask you like how much water you're getting in, how much protein are you getting in, are you eating, are you taking your vitamins. You know, they're trying to make sure that you are good and that you're on the right track. They're asking if you have any issues or, you know, what's your struggles and things like that. But overall, after the checkup, Kendra did, which is a nurse practitioner, Kendra did sit me down, and she was like, I am so pleased with your progress. She was like, it's always a pleasure to see you. She was like, you don't understand how many people I see, how many patients we see every day that's not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not losing weight. They're not taking their vitamins, not drinking their water. They just, it's like a disaster. And she was like, I'm so proud of you. She was like, seeing you today was a relief. You guys, that did so much for me. The little things that she said did so much for me. It was like a relief, and weight just lifted up off of my shoulders. And I'm like, after I left, like I left like so happy and like jolly and just like upbeat. And it's like walking out of the office, the only thing was on my mind was like, you did so much damage to yourself, beating yourself up, thinking that you didn't get, you didn't hit the marks, or you didn't make the progress that you needed to make. When you get to the doctor and your doctor tell you how proud of you she is, like, I felt so bad. I was like, I really got to stop beating myself up. I'm so hard on myself. And I always have been like that. I'm always hard on myself. I try to strive like to be the best that I can be. But that's not always good, my pretties. That is not always good for you. You have to be kind to yourself. And I'm learning that. Like, it's so hard sometimes for us to just be kind. It's easy to be kind to someone else, but a lot of times it's extremely hard for us to be kind to ourselves. And so I'm trying to teach myself to be kind to myself. So you guys know I started this journey out at 352 pounds. So currently, when I went to the doctor, I was at 261 pounds. You guys, I'm almost at 100 pounds down and I'm at 8 months. So at 8 months, being 261 pounds, that is 91 pounds down. 9 pounds from being 100 pounds down. That is a great accomplishment, if I have to say so myself, because I originally started the journey thinking that I would only be 100 pounds down in a year. But at 8 months being 91 pounds down, that gave me another boost to like keep on running this marathon. It's like, when you're running a marathon, it's not like you got to just take off. It's like a slow, steady pace. The thing about a marathon is when you're running a marathon, the key is making it to that finish line. Not how fast you go, but as long as you make it to that finish line. So I'm trying to keep that on my mind, to just keep it moving. And to keep it real, we get off track. I get off track all the time. I get off track with my concentration, with my focus, with my eating, with taking my vitamins, with drinking my water, with taking my protein. I am constantly off track, you guys. I have to be honest with you. This is truly a journey. And I get off track. But the key is to recognize, see it, call it, hold yourself accountable, get back on track. So I have to keep putting myself back on track. I went through a bad breakup. I was stressed out on the job that I was working. I had a full-time job working 56 hours or more per week, having to get up at 2:30 in the morning to get to work. And I was in a relationship. The relationship ended horribly. On top of all of that, I was still taking my clients. You try to keep, a upbeat, energy level, and try to make sure that you are happy in front of people and having this, great disposition in front of people. And it was a struggle trying to keep all of that together and also stay in track on my journey. It was a struggle. I made it through that though. You can make it through. That's why when you guys come into me, I try to encourage you the best way I know how. Even in times where you feel like, oh my God, it's hard, I ain't gonna be able to do this. In just a couple of days, a couple of weeks, that's gone. Like, that's literally gone. When they say trouble don't last always, trouble do not last always. Hang in there. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. If you just can make it through the night to the morning, there's joy. There's joy. It can't be night always. Joy comes in the morning. Your morning is just a few more hours away. I'm sure that you can find some strength somewhere to make it through the night so that you can see the sunshine. That's what I keep telling myself. I encourage you guys with the things I tell myself. And I started, after the breakup, when I realized the relationship really ended, we had separated, we were no longer together, I started eating, you guys. The job was stressful, and it's like I wanted to quit my job. But for me, I hate to quit things. Quitting is like the worst thing for me. Like, if I have to quit a job, if I have to quit anything or something that I've committed myself to doing, that takes me to a dark place. It really takes me to a dark place. And give me 1 second. I just got a sad trick. Give me 1 minute, y'all. I got a lot of things going on. I'm just gonna lay this right here. I'm trying to cause I got a lot of videos and stuff I'm trying to get out, so we'll put that over there, have it charging. But as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh God, what was I saying? That's sidetracked me, because I really don't want that phone to die before I start to take before I get ready to do my other video. But oh yeah, I'm just saying, hanging in there. Okay, so I was distracted by the job. I was feeling like I wanted to quit, but quitting puts me in a dark place. Anything that I have to quit, it puts me in a dark place. Y'all, my allergies are bad. I'm not sick. I have allergies, and it causes my nose to run. I'm like allergic to everything. So everything in this room probably I'm allergic to. And that's a whole nother video. But anyway, quitting makes me feel unaccomplished. It puts me in a bad place. I don't like to quit. So I would go to work every morning, come home, and literally I would eat. The whole while I'm at work, I'm nervous, I'm fidgety, and I'm eating donuts. I'm drinking sweet coffees and drinks and stuff that I know I'm not supposed to drink. And it's like, as I'm eating it and as I'm drinking it, I'm telling myself, like, you're not supposed to be putting this in your body. It's so toxic to you. You're not supposed to be putting this in your body, in like breads and stuff. Really, because I was hungry and that was the only thing right there I could get my hands on. I wasn't having time to prepare meals in advance. And it was just like, it was too much for me. Even if I brought my protein shake to work, sometimes I didn't always drink it. I have to be honest with you guys. I did not always drink it. Sometimes I did bring smoothies and stuff and prepare my smoothies and prepare my protein shakes, mix it with skim milk, drink that at work. But I did not do it all the time. On the days that I felt like things were spiraling out of control, and I, being a person that liked to have control over things, and I couldn't control what was going on, I couldn't grab it and put it back together and get it back in line, it was throwing me off. And I started eating. I would eat at work, constantly pick up stuff, eat, bacon, this, that. I get home from work, I'm eating something. I'm snacking on this. I'm snacking on that. It's like my nerves was like this right here, because I couldn't get a grasp on what was going on. So I was eating, and I had to realize what was going on, and I caught myself. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what? You did not go through what you went through. You did not have this surgery. You did not go through the things that you have went through over these past 8 months to fail. You did not go through all of what you went through these past 8 months to be a quitter, to go back to the life that you were living before. I really had to just grasp myself. And you guys, even though I started speaking up positivity to myself, positive things to myself, I could not get a grasp on it. It went on for several days. I think it went on for like 2 weeks, to be honest. It went on for like 2 weeks. I gained, I know, like maybe 10, 12 pounds back within those 7 days. It's so easy to put on the weight. It's hard to get it out, but it's easy to put on. When I tell you I got on this, I knew by the way that I was eating, I said, you gaining weight. And then that gave me anxiety, like, you're gaining weight, you're going to gain weight, you're going to gain weight, you're going to gain weight. I got on the scale after I had got a hold of myself. I had actually gained like 10, 12 pounds. It was somewhere between 9 and 12 pounds that I had gained. So I said, okay, I got to get this off. I took a detox. I said, I'm going to reset my palate. I'm going to reset my pouch. And I did that. So it activated my weight loss. I dropped that weight that I gained real quick. Like in a couple of days, I know it was like maybe 3-4 days, I dropped that weight back. Okay. After I dropped the weight back, I've been on track, you guys, since then. I've been on track, and that was before my 8-month checkup. I gained, if I wouldn't have gained 12 pounds and then had to work extra hard to get those 12 pounds off, and then lose more before my 8-month checkup, I would have been probably at 100 pounds, because that happened to me twice between my 5-month checkup and my 8-month checkup. I think if that wouldn't have happened to me twice, I probably would have been over 100 pounds by the time my 8-month checkup came. But it's okay, because I did the best that I could. But I think that aspect of those two downfalls is what made me feel like I wasn't accomplished. But when my doctor reassured me that I was doing good when I got to my checkup, it kept me on track. I have not spiraled out of control again. I have not just been binge eating. I have not been doing that. Now, my birthday did pass, and for my birthday, I did have friends taking me out to dinner and family, and I did eat more than I usually eat, because usually I eat maybe like one time a day. Other than that, I'm drinking protein or water or something like that. So I did eat during my birthday, and I did gain, I think, a couple of pounds, but I lost it back, and so I'm still at 261. I'm still at 261. So I got on the scale a few minutes ago before this video. My birthday was 7 days ago. Tomorrow will be 7 days ago. And I ate for my birthday. I ate a couple of days after that. And I was eating stuff that I normally don't eat, like pastas and breads. And I did gain a couple of pounds, but I did lose it back in a couple of days, because I just went right back to my diet, my VSG diet or whatever. I went right back to that. So I'm still at 161. But if I probably wouldn't have ate those things that I shouldn't have ate for my birthday, I probably would be below 161 right now. So today is actually April 3rd. And I gave myself to April 19th to lose 10 pounds to be on track with my goal weight. Excuse me. My goal weight, you guys, is actually 220. I did not set a goal weight at the beginning, because I wanted to be able to look at my body and see how my weight loss was going, how my body was looking to me, because I do not have a desire to be like super thin. I knew, like, I have an idea in my mind how I want to look. So once I had lost a good, a sufficient amount of weight, then I set my goal. I don't know if that'll be a good idea for you guys. It worked for me. I do what worked for me. So once I had gotten under 300 pounds and I saw how my body was looking, I was like, okay, so I feel like at this point, if I can get myself to 220, if I can get to 220 pounds, and you guys, crossing my legs, I had not crossed my legs in literally years. I had not crossed my legs, and I love to cross my legs. I had gained so much weight till I could not literally cross my legs. When I tell you my legs stay crossed like constantly, if I'm sitting around the house or whatever I'm doing, my legs cross, baby, one way or the other, crossed. But back to what I was saying, weight loss. So my goal is 220. Like I said, right now I'm at 261. So if I lose 10 pounds for the next 4 months, that will put me at July 19th, my surgery date anniversary. So that would be my year. I would have, got to my goal weight within a year. That is a accomplishment, because most people don't get to their goal weight within a year. Most people get to their goal weight sometime within that second year. They get to their goal weight, not at that second year, but sometimes within that year leading up to the second year. But I'm gonna push myself. I started walking on the track. I did, I do exercise. I don't exercise like I should. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I do go to the gym. If I can't get to the gym, I do exercise here in my house. I exercise by going to the park. I walk on the track. I speed walk. I don't drag around. I literally speed walk, and I do that for like an hour. I do stairs outside of my home. I go up and down the stairs. It's literally like 5 stairs when you come up from the parking lot. It's 5 stairs like leading up, then you go to my door. So I go up and down those 5 stairs like somebody crazy. People be looking at me. I don't care. I'm doing this for me. If you have no idea what's going on, cool. I go up and down those stairs. They have been helping me with my my thighs. So I do that, and if I can just get 10 pounds per month for the next 4 months, that's 10 pounds by April 19th, 10 pounds by May 19th, 10 pounds by June 19th, and then 10 pounds by July 19th, then I will be at 220, and I will be at my year. After that, I'm not trying to lose no more weight. My doctor said you'll still lose weight that second year, which is fine, if I drop a pound or two, but like losing an extreme amount of weight that second year, I'm really not trying to lose that much weight that second year. I'll take what I get, but if I see that it's getting like to be too much for me, then I might have to start eating a little bit more often. But for real, y'all, I don't have no appetite like that. I don't have no appetite like that on a normal basis. When I was stressed out, I had an appetite out this world, and I think that's just the devil himself. I had to send that thing back, baby, to the pits of hell from whence it came. I don't even have an appetite for food like that. And then when people ask me like, let's go out, I'm like, okay, cool, because I'm all for going out. I'm ready to go. I've been in the house, but I'm ready to go. So, and I'm going to tell y'all what's going on with that. So with that, it's not that I'm a person that like to always go out and party. No, it's something new that I'm choosing to do for myself, because when my kids were small, I chose as a young single parent to put my life on hold and to focus on taking care of my kids, and that's what I did. Now that my kids are grown, I'm a single parent of 5, and my kids are grown. And I have my baby girl is 17 years old. She's almost grown. She is a junior in high school. And so it's like, I feel like now's the time for me to get out, and mingle and meet people. And then I'm not from Atlanta, but I live here. And so I really don't know nobody, because I've literally been in the house. I've been servicing clients and stuff, but it's like, that's about it. I like connect with people for that reason, but I'm trying to do something different. So I am getting out the house, and I am going out, and I am going to be on the scene. And I just want to live my best life now. And having the surgery was a step for me to help me live my best life and a normal, longer life, because I wasn't living life to the best of my ability. I did not have the best quality of life with all of that weight on. I did not. I never had low self-esteem about my weight or anything like that, but I was not living my best life because of the weight. And then it had got to where people were being so judgmental out in the front because of your weight, not getting a chance to know you for who you are, or anything like that. But they would immediately see you and then judge you on your weight, not knowing that you're a great person. You're a fabulous friend. It's like they don't take time to, especially not being from a city, and then you move to a city, and then people not knowing you, and then they just judge you based on your weight. I never really realized people was so vain when it came down to weight like that until I moved to Atlanta. And it is crazy. And I told my daughter one day, I was like, this crazy. People really would ignore you, act like you're not invisible because of your weight. And I started to see that firsthand. I'm like, hold on, honey. It kind of threw me. It was something different for me. But I I just felt like it was time for a change or whatever. And so I decided to make that change. If any one of you are ready to make that change, I always encourage people, don't fear. Find peace with your fear. Pray about it. If you got a spiritual life, pray about it. I don't care what religion you are. It does not matter. Whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in, this is a judgment-free zone. My channel is a judgment-free zone. I don't care what you believe in. It does not matter. As long as you believe in something. Find peace. Know that you're doing this for yourself. It's the best decision that you could ever make. I went through some things when I first had my surgery. It was a little, you can expect that. It's a major surgery. You can expect to go through things. It didn't kill me. None of the things that I went through killed me. I'm still here. I'm looking at y'all. Y'all have been watching my journey from the beginning. And you know my struggles. You know what I went through. You saw the dehydration. You saw me going through blood pressure spikes in the hospital. Like, you guys saw that firsthand. It did not kill me. The blood pressure spike didn't even kill me. It didn't kill me. Immediately when my doctor found out what was going on, he knew exactly what it was. Got me right on track. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was dehydrated and I thought I was finna pass out, I didn't know what was going on. My doctor knew what it was. Dehydration, malnutrition. Got me, hooked me up, fed me intravenously, got me back on track. Like, sometimes we let our mind control us. Don't let your mind control you. Let your spirit control you. Find peace. Find peace and know your why. I always say that, know your why. Know your reason that you chose to do this. And the reason that you chose to have VSG surgery was to live a longer, healthier life, And so you always got to remember that why. I want to live. If you got kids, I want to live and be here for my kids. Or if you don't have kids, you got family, I want to live and be here and enjoy and have a good time with my family. Or I want to live so I can have kids one day. Or I want to live so I can see my grandkids get old and get married and, things like that. Know your why. Know your why. And even in your rough times and when you feel like a failure, remember your why. It'll get you up off your knees. Remember your why. Remember it. Remember it. I tell myself that I remember my why every morning when I wake up. I remember why I did it. I remember why. Every time I get ready to put a piece of food in my mouth that ain't right, I remember my why. I remember it. And that's what keeps me on track, And like I say, when you get off track, it'll put you right back on track. Stalls. You're gonna have stalls. I had stalls. And work through your stalls. Even when your weight not moving, people seeing me, they like, oh my God, you get so small. And I'm like, I'm small. You guys, let's talk about the mental aspects of this. Even at 91 pounds down, I'm 91 pounds down. Sometimes my mind tells me that I'm still 352 pounds. Believe it or not. You have to have control over your mind. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your mind will play tricks on you. You got to have control over that. Sometimes when I go shopping for clothes, I'm looking for stuff bigger than my size because my mind is telling me that I'm bigger than that. And I buy clothes, my daughter's like, Mom, you got to take them big pants off. And I'm like, girl, I didn't know they was too big. But I did. I cleaned out my closet. All of my clothes now are literally from a size 14, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17s. And I have some 18s, but the 18s are too big and I'm giving them away. Like, I can't do no with no 18. I cannot. Only 16s that I can wear and 17s are the ones that's made a little smaller. And the way that my body is made, I feel like my body shape, I feel like sometimes even in pictures, it's like I can't tell that I've lost weight because I still got that same shape. Like, I have bigger thighs, I have bigger hips. And then I have I'm smaller at the top. So when I look at my pictures and I still have that same shape, I'd be like, oh my God, my legs. Like, I started trying to talk about my legs. And then I'm like, hold up. I'm like, you done lost 91 pounds, girl. You a whole person down. Like, literally, I can fit 2 people in the clothes that I used to wear. And I just have to keep myself on track. You have to you have to constantly mentally remind yourself that you have lost a significant amount of weight. And it get hard sometimes. I had some stuff jotted down because sometimes I get to talking, you guys, and I forget what I'm talking about. But we covered the stalls, body insecurities, when you're undressed, when you're naked. Be kind to yourself when you're naked. Be kind to yourself when nobody else is around but you. Be kind. You know, my arms. I look at my arms. I had like really, really bad hanging skin on my side. It's disappearing, y'all. When I went from 352 to around like 298, 290s, I had like a whole bunch of skin on my side, like by what my bra, like it literally, I had like 2 or 3 folds right there, disappearing. And I do something to help that this old lady told me, and I'm gonna tell y'all what it is in a minute, but let me tell you about the skin and the body insecurities. So the skin is disappearing. Like you just gotta, I'm saying, work your way through everything. Don't beat yourself up. Look at it, take it in, process it, breathe it out, let it flow, let it go. Body insecurities. Okay, so my arms are fat, like they hang because I lost so much, and I had big arms, like I had literally big arms running my family. It's genetic, ain't nothing I could have ever done about it. My thighs, I think I got probably the second biggest thighs in my family. I have a cousin that has big thighs like mine, but most of my other cousins don't have big thighs, or people in my family, like my aunts or my mom, they really didn't have big thighs like that. But I had big hips and thighs. Like I guess I got it from my grandma or something. I don't know. But I had big thighs and hips. So even though I'm losing weight, my thighs and hips are still big, which I want to keep my thighs and hips, but I just want to, want them to look a little neater or whatever. Sometimes I look at how my skin is swagging. I'm like, oh my God, it's hanging or whatever. You got to work out. You got to tone up. I just keep telling myself, oh, you could get that, tone up, work out, get it together. So that's what I'm telling myself. And as I walk, because I'm going to start running. I haven't started jogging or running yet, but I'm going to start running and jogging because I know that it really helps. But as I start walking and I'm doing those steps, I can see my legs coming together. They coming together. I ain't beating myself up by my legs. It is what it is. Be kind to yourself. But sometimes I look in the mirror. I'm not now, but I was looking in the mirror and I was feeling like, oh my God, am I going to look like that? But it's getting better. Your body has to have a chance to adapt to the new you. Even when you're losing weight, your skin needs time to shrink. It needs time. Everything needs time. So I'm feeling good. Everybody can say they can see it in my face, in my videos, in my pictures. I'm doing good in here with what's going on with my body. What else? Scars. I have like dark marks where because I had 2 surgeries. I had 2 surgeries back to back. 3 surgeries that was laparoscopic back to back. 2 of them was before my VSG surgery, which was laparoscopic. I had my gallbladder removed, which was laparoscopic, and then I had to have surgery on my fallopian tubes, which was laparoscopic. Then my VSG surgery. So I literally have like about maybe 10 holes in my stomach that were, not holes, but like black scars, because they were like really little lines. But I don't really want to reveal my body like that, but I think I insert some pictures showing you like pictures of my stomach and the little marks. But I feel like those marks are fade because my body is like that. Even like the bra mark, if I wear like a scrapless bar for a few days, that fades, eventually it'll fade away. So I feel like the dark marks on my stomach will fade. Even like when I have a pimple on my face, it turns really, really black. But in a couple of days, it fades. Not a couple of days, but give it a minute and it's gonna fade. So I feel like the black marks from the scars on my stomach gonna fade because they're already lighter than what they were after I had surgery. So I'm not worried about the scars. I've already covered how much weight I've lost. What I've learned is, like, be kind to yourself. I already told y'all what I learned. Not to beat yourself up about your process. Be kind to yourself and always encourage yourself. You'll get a lot further. We discussed the mental aspects. Still thinking that you're heavier, you know, at your regular body weight. Not regular, but your overweight body weight. Positive self-talk and positive body talk. We talk about that. Laxatives. You have to take a laxative. I feel like your bowels don't move regularly like that because you're not eating enough to, like, activate your system or something. I don't know, but your bowels don't work like normal, I feel like. Because I sometimes, like, if I forget to take a laxative, I be done went like a week and I'm like, oh my God, I used the bathroom. So I have to hurry up and get laxative and try to get my system cleaned out. But now, that was like in the beginning. Now I know to take laxative regularly. If it's not like every other day, at least 3 times a week, if your bowels are not moving, you need to make sure you're taking your laxative, keeping your system cleaned out. It is detrimental to your health if you don't do it, and to your weight loss as well. Because if you're not flushing your system out constantly, it's going to just sit in there and just accumulate and, you know, all that stuff. So make sure you take your laxative. I take Miralax or the Walmart brand Miralax. If they don't have the Miralax, I get the Equate brand Miralax, which is something else lax. But I have that. What else? Stress eating, we covered that. Make sure you get your water in, your fiber, and your protein, because you do need fiber for your bowels, and you need that water for your bowels, and you need your protein just to stay, you know, to stay healthy. You need your protein. I feel like I don't have no regrets about having the surgery. Like, I really don't have no regrets. I don't think I ever did. Like, I can't remember having a regret. I remember, like, feeling after I woke up, like, in pain and stuff when my blood pressure was high, like, oh my God, what I do. But once I got through with that, I was good. Like, I don't have no regrets. So let's talk about hair loss, you guys, because they tell you, like, around 3 months, you should start seeing, like, any hair loss. If you're not, you know, well, they say it was like a definite thing that you would have hair loss. I know a lot of people, their face break out. I've seen a lot of girls, even like some people on YouTube, I've seen their videos where their face broke out. They had a lot of hair loss where they had to eventually, like, cut their hair. Like, it was like a lot. And then I know one YouTuber I saw, she just lost like some in the crown of her head. But I had been saying all this time, like, oh, I'm good. I had no hair loss. You know, I have not had hair loss. My face is not breaking out. Because I had researched the thing. Like, I did so much research into VSG. It's not something that I just up and did, like, at the spare of the moment, you know, sporadically. I didn't do that. I had actually been researching this for like 7 years before I even made a commitment to do it. Because I had actually kind of began the process when I lived in Mississippi in around, I think it was around like 2014. No, it was earlier than that, 9, 10. Like around maybe 2010. I had actually began the process. I had started to attend support groups. I had found a doctor. I started the process, and then I kind of bagged out because I was like, I don't want to be skinny, so I bagged out. So it's not something that I just done like I'm at the spare of the moment. So I kind of knew what to expect going in. I knew that there would be like bumps, hiccups, certain things happen to you. Some things going to happen to you that probably had never happened to nobody else. You know, you just got to be realistic with yourself. But hair loss. I have had hair loss. Okay, so I know you guys saw my hair a few weeks ago. I had some blonde braids. So I left those braids up about a month because before I put my braids up, I was having a lot of shedding. Every time I combed my hair, I would literally have hair all over my clothes. It was hair all in the bathroom. I would have to sweep up every time I comb my hair. At my vanity over here, when I sit down and do my hair, I would have hair all over the floor and all over the vanity top. And I'm like, my hair is shedding, you know. And I started nurturing it like a little bit more, but what's happening, if it's a problem with your hair, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so listen to me. If it's a problem with your hair and it's coming from something on the inside, no matter what you put on your hair on the outside will do you no good. It's not going to do you any good. So I knew, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is within. And then like at the time, I think I was slacking on my water. I had done stopped taking my vitamins just because I'm in a hurry and I was not taking them. I felt like, oh, I'm feeling fine. I'm good. I ain't got to take them. When we all know, when you go into VSG, it's definite that you're going to have to take vitamins probably for the rest of your life. You're going to have to take something, if it ain't nothing but just your one-a-day multivitamin. You're going to have to take your vitamins every single day. I stopped taking my vitamins just because I'm on the go and I'm moving fast and I'm just not taking my vitamins. So my hair, when I took my braids down, I had left them up about a month. I took my braids down, and literally every braid that I took down, every plait that I took down, I literally lost half of the plait. That was so disturbing to me. I love my hair. I love hair. That was so disturbing to me. I don't like my hair is usually really, really thick, but some people say that when I took it down, like my kids, like they couldn't tell that I had lost a lot of hair. I can tell that I lost a lot of hair because when I went to put my if I could tell when I was taking it down because I had like balls and balls of hair, you know, in my hand. But once I shampooed my hair and combed it out and everything, it was like I could camouflage it, but I knew. So when I went to put my hair in a ponytail, y'all, my ponytail was so little. It was so thin. And I'm like, oh my God. But to the eye, it's like you could look at it and not tell. Even like around my edges, it was like broken off. And my edges are literally as long as my hair normally. But my edges had broken off and it was like really, really thin. So I just put it up. You know, I wore it down for a few days. You guys saw it probably in a couple of videos. You probably didn't notice it, but I wore it down for a couple of days. And then I was like, I'm just going to braid it up. Just, you know, give it a rest. Get back on my vitamins and my water and stuff. And try to get that nourishment from the inside so that it could, you know, get back healthy. So I did have hair loss. Make sure you take your vitamins. Make sure you drink your water. That's my advice for that. My face did start to break out when I'm not, like I have on makeup now, but I got like a black spot here because every pimple I have, like even if I don't mess with the pimple, because I've tried everything to keep from having like the black, it's like hyperpigmentation. Like once you get a bump, it's like some people's skin, like what hyperpigmentation is when that one, like that you get a lot of color, like constantly concentrated in that area is what I'm trying to say. But it's like, I got a black spot here, a couple over here where I had bumps. And so it's like I'm polka dot on this side. So I was like, I just started doing my makeup, which I had been wanting to start back doing my makeup anyway. I just hadn't started back doing it. So that kind of like gave me, my face breaking out gave me like a boost to just go ahead and start back doing my makeup. Because I was like, I probably forgot how to do my makeup. I haven't done it in so long. But yeah. I started back doing my makeup and everything. So how I reactivated my weight loss. So once I had spiraled out of control, you guys, and I was eating everything, I did reactivate my weight loss. And the way that I always do that, I have to make sure that I reset my palate and reset my pouch. And the way that I do that is I detox. So I detox. Once I detox, after I detox or whatever, if I detox for like 2 days or whatever, then I go back to my liquid diet. I do that for like a couple of days or, you know, maybe a week at the most. And then I do my soft foods and, you know, I just get myself back on track. That activates my weight loss again. The cleanse and everything resets your palate. Anytime you clean your system out, and clean, you know, do a cleanse, a deep cleanse, it resets your palate. So things don't taste the same. So once you do that, it's like you back on track. You're not going, I don't crave foods like that. I'm not going to tell you that I do. I don't crave food. I've heard like a few YouTubers say that they crave food. They didn't know that they was going to still crave food and have like food addictions. I don't think I ever had a food addiction, but I do think that I eat like under stress, but I don't think I've had food addictions or like bad cravings like that. So I can't speak about that, but I do know I don't crave food because the portion of your stomach that they remove for VSG has a hormone. It has the hormone in it that actually causes you to crave food. So I'm kind of confused on that because I don't know if it's just like a mental thing, because if they remove that hormone that causes you to crave food, like I don't understand how you're still craving food. Not saying that they're not. You know, I'm not talking down on nobody. I'm just saying I don't understand it because I'm not craving food. I really don't have an appetite. And what I was saying earlier was like when my friends and family ask me like, do I want to go out? I'm always like, yeah. And then they're like, well, where you want to go? And I'm like, it don't matter what you want to eat. I'm like, it don't matter. It's like I don't really had a taste for stuff like that, but it's like I know. It's like I it's not even that I'm hungry. It's like I know I gotta eat. Like it's like I haven't ate all day. Then you start to feel kind of sluggish. Like I need to eat. So it's kind of like that. But you gotta just make sure you eat. If you're not eating, make sure you take your protein, drink your water and stuff like that. Sugar free. I'm not all the way sugar free. I do some sugar, but if I drink a beverage that has sugar in it, I water it all the way down till it's literally like just a splash of taste. Eating sweets. I'm not a sweets person, and one day I did want something sweet. I wanted a cookie. We were somewhere, I think we were Subway or something like that, and I wanted a cookie. I felt like I wanted a cookie, and I ate it. I didn't even eat the whole cookie. I bit off of it. And when I tell you the cookie was so sweet, it was like I had to spit it out of my mouth. Like I literally couldn't even swallow the cookie. I had to spit it out of my mouth. It's like I feel different about stuff now. Like normally like before my surgery, like if I said, oh, I want a cookie, I could eat a cookie, like it'll be good. But like it's not my go-to for a snack. My go-to for snacks are always like salty things or vinegarish type, tart type things. So I would like snack on chips and stuff like that. Do I still snack on chips? Yeah. Do I supposed to be snacking on chips? No. But I try to choose a healthy option. Like I like baked Lays. I like to do pretzels, like the really, really thin rose gold pretzels. I do that because they're not really high in like calories and stuff. And it's bread. So, you really don't want too much of that. So I would get like maybe 5 or 6 pretzels and put it in my hand and eat it if I have like a craving for something salty, because that is what I crave. Like something in my body be needing salt or something like that. And it's like when I feel like this, like I kind of feel like I'm sick or something. I'm like, oh, I don't feel too good. If I get some salt, I'm good. It literally wakes me up and makes me feel better. I do drink my coffee every morning. I have weaned myself off of coffee, but I do drink my coffee every morning. And I don't add sugar. I just use cream, and that's it. And it's sweet enough for me with the cream. What else? I think that's about it, you guys. I'm gonna input some pictures at the end of this video. So the video is pretty much over now. If you want to watch the pictures I have pictures of my scale so that I have proof of like the weight that I came from. Not from the beginning, because I didn't think to take a picture of the scale when I got on it. But later on in my journey, I was still in the 300s. I remembered, take a picture of the scale so I can have, for my YouTube channel. So I started to take pictures of the scale. So I got from around 300 up until now. And so I'm going to put those pictures in and kind of like a slideshow at the end of this video. And then also input some pictures of my weight when I was heavier, and then how I look now, and maybe like some in between, so that you guys can see how, where I come. Some of you have been following me. You guys can see where I came from. I was really, really big, and I had gained like when the pandemic hit. I was in the house like the whole time, and I literally like was miserable in the house, and I gained like 60 pounds during that year. And so I was literally at the height of my weight. Like I had never been 352 pounds in my life, not pregnant or nothing else. Like I had never been 352 pounds. So I knew I needed to do something by then. Then I had started having problems with my blood pressure. And that's another thing, you guys. I don't have problems with my blood pressure. My doctor had said after surgery, they was like, well, you will probably end up having to eventually take the blood pressure medication again. My blood pressure has been great. I check my blood pressure almost on a daily basis. My blood pressure have been great. I have not had issues with my blood pressure at all. And that's a blessing. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and quit talking because I'll ramble on and ramble on. But, I'm just happy about my weight loss. I'm happy about the status I am. I'm in a good state of mind, state of heart. I never had low self-esteem though. Like even when I was at my heaviest, I never had low self-esteem because your girl come in this room, get herself together, put some clothes on and some heels, baby. You couldn't tell me nothing. Always love yourself no matter what weight you are. Your weight do not define who you are. It does not. It does not speak for the person that you are inside. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what they say. If you fat, then you don't love yourself. Who is they? Who is they? And who care what they have to say? You know what I'm saying? Never have low self-esteem. If you feel like you're struggling with low self-esteem now, start pouring love into yourself. Love yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't even love nobody else if you don't love yourself. Love yourself at whatever state you're in. Love yourself. So I'm not, y'all, I told y'all I can talk. Like I always felt like I wasn't a talker unless I'm talking about, and I still feel like that now. I'm not a talker unless I'm talking about something that I'm passionate about. If I'm speaking about something I'm passionate about, we can have a conversation. We definitely can have a conversation. But, if it ain't nothing that I'm interested in or passionate about, I'm pretty much just sitting around looking at y'all. But if it's something that I'm passionate about, then yeah, we can talk. We can have us a good old conversation. Mind-stimulating conversation. But just know you're going to have plateaus. You're going to have stalling. And then like sometimes I believe like it is your stalling is due to muscle gain too. So don't never look at your stall as you ain't making no progress, because when you have muscle gain, you're going to gain weight. Even if you don't gain weight, you're not going to see where you're losing it, because it's like you're losing and gaining. You're losing fat, gaining muscle. So it's kind of like balancing itself out. So just be pleased. Just be happy with yourself. Be kind to yourself. I'm going to stop talking. Go ahead and insert these pictures. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you watched the video all the way through. If you did, I love you, love you, love you. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I got to give something away. Hold me to this. I'm giving something away when I get to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be something good. It's going to be something pretty for my pretties from Pretty A. So look forward to that. I love you guys as always. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. Look at the pictures. Don't leave yet. Watch the rest of the video so you can see the pictures. All right. Bye, you guys.